2 weeks after October 7th, I was doing a pretty good job holding it together emotionally. My wife and I lived in Israel during the first Gulf War when Scud missiles from Iraq were falling in Tel Aviv, and during the Intifada when pizza shops and buses were being blown up. Like Israelis, we got pretty good at compartmentalizing. But last Friday, I dissolved into tears. And it wasn't because my son, who was vacationing in Israel, is now on the Lebanon border. It wasn't because my daughter was living in Jerusalem, spending her days trying to deliver supplies wherever they're needed to do her part. It wasn't because of the terror of friends and neighbors that they're experiencing all over the country. It wasn't even because of the atrocities perpetrated on countless Israeli civilians, women, children. What really pushed me over the edge is thinking about those hostages, babies torn away from their parents, parents torn away from their children, young girls subjected to horrors that we can't even articulate, elderly people. It's a depravity. It is mankind descending far below the animals in levels that sound like something out of a dystopian fiction. And for those of you who are crying out against Israel, who are demanding peace, what do you actually want? You want Israel to stop bombing Gaza. Yes, what's happening to the citizens of Gaza is horrific. It's terrible. It should end. But if Israel stops, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that Hamas is going to say, "Oh, thank you for stopping the bombing. Here are your hostages back. Oh, thank you for restoring electricity and water. Now we are ready to make peace with you"? No. It hasn't happened since Israel gave Gaza back to the Palestinians in 2005. There has not been peace because the stated aim of Hamas is the destruction of Israel and the destruction of the Jewish people. So yes, cry out for peace. But what's your plan? What's your solution? What do you think is going to happen? It's easy to find fault. It's easy to lay blame. But if you're really committed to peace, what is your proposal? What do you suggest? What is your plan that is going to restore peace to this region? Because until you have one, Israel is in a battle for its own survival. And self-preservation comes before concern over abstract ideals like peace and brotherhood. Those are wonderful values. Those are our values. We gave those values to the world. But self-preservation comes first. And you can't make peace with people who want to kill you. So yes, keep having your demonstrations. Keep tearing down the signs, publicizing the kidnapping victims that we are desperate to get home. But remember, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a suggestion for a path reasonably forward, you have no right to speak out. You have no right to condemn. You're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution.